I'm Erin Clark, and I teach graphic communications and web design at the Plano campus. Today we're going to talk about the new Canvas discussion checkpoints, what they are, why they're useful, and how to set them up in your course. Discussion checkpoints let you split a graded discussion into two parts, one due date for the initial post and another due date for student replies to those initial posts. Each part is going to have its own point and grading structure, but it still shows up as one assignment in the gradebook. I was super excited to get to use these because they prevent last-minute posting, they encourage earlier engagement on the student's part, and overall they create better quality replies because they make grading expectations clear. Students know exactly what's due and when. Let's go ahead and set one up. I've got a discussion open. Now this is an existing discussion, but you can also do this with a brand new discussion. In this case, I want students to upload a piece of artwork. Then I want them to critique 5 of their fellow classmates' works. I want to break this up into 2 different parts. It's worth 20 points overall, but I want 10 points to go towards their initial post and then 10 to go towards those critiques. And I want those to be due at different times. I'm going to go ahead and edit this assignment. And again, it works exactly the same way if you create a new discussion. In order for you to turn on the assign graded checkpoints, your assignment has to be graded. So first you'll turn on graded if it's not already, and then you will check assign graded checkpoints. As you scroll down into the grading structure, that's going to turn on a couple of things. The first thing it's going to turn on are your checkpoint settings. So I'm going to give 10 points to students who are brave enough to upload their own original art. And then I'm going to ask them to reply to 5 other students' works. For those replies, if they do all 5, they will get 10 points. That gives me a total of 20 points. As I scroll down, I can set different due dates and times for each of those steps. So let's say the first step I want to be due on January 27th at midnight. And then I'm going to give them approximately 5 days to flesh out the rest of the assignment. So on February 1st, they will have another part of the assignment due. So I'm going to go ahead and save that and then show you how this works in SpeedGrader. Now I'm in SpeedGrader, and you can see that the test student has uploaded a logo and they have replied to one of the posts. SpeedGrader breaks this up into 2 separate components. However, the grade is calculated as just a single assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and give this student 10 points for uploading the logo, but then down here they've only responded to 1 of the 5. So they're going to get 2 points for that. It's going to add up my total, 12 points. I can leave any comments. I can also view the rubric that I have for this particular assignment if I want to grade it that way. And then I'm going to go ahead and submit my grade. Let's look at how this works from a student standpoint. With discussion checkpoints enabled, students are going to see 2 separate due dates, 2 separate tasks. These are going to show up in their to-do list, in their calendar, and in their assignment lists. For each checkpoint, Canvas clearly displays what is due, whether it's an initial post or a reply, how many are required, and how many points for each. This helps students pace their work rather than posting everything at the last minute. Discussion checkpoints help students engage earlier, participate more meaningfully, and they help you by providing clearer expectations, which results in fewer student questions and emails. Have a wonderful day.